Now, your KRBC Storm Team forecast with meteorologist Grant Tosteru.
Well, some cloud cover has moved in overnight here over Abilene. You can see that on Skycam right now, acting as a blanket on our temperatures as we've actually warmed a couple degrees so far this morning. It's now 70 degrees here in Abilene to get you out the door. It's also on the muggy side once again as you walk out the door and head off to work and school. And we're going to stay on this warm and humid weather pattern at least all the way through the end of this week as our temperatures continue to warm into Wednesday and into Thursday with temperatures as high as the upper 80s for some of us. We could even get closer to 90 degrees in a couple isolated locations across the big country. But as we head into the end of this week, winds are going to continue to pick up as well with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. And by Saturday, we start to watch the potential for some heavy rain chances return. So we're going to have another chance for an isolated shower this afternoon. But after that, we're going to stay dry through the rest of this week until Friday night. That's when we can start to watch that chance for more rain make its way in, especially Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday of next week. To start next week, we could be looking at the potential for some heavy rain, even possibility of some severe weather pushing its way in. So that's something we'll be watching closely. Right now, there's still a rainfall outlook for the next week or so. We're still looking at this wetter than normal weather pattern. It looks like it's going to be setting up for us, especially as we head into next week. That's really what this time period is watching. This darker shade of green here, some high confidence of above average rainfall that's going to move into much of North Texas as we head over the course of the next week. We could be looking at a few tenths to more than a couple inches of rain in a couple isolated locations. Again, it's still a few days out. This is a pretty broad model out there, but I think it gives a pretty good idea of how much rain we could see. Again, that ranges from a few tenths of an inch to more than a couple inches. Could be watching that potential for some localized flooding as we head through this weekend and into next week, and also could be watching that potential for some severe weather with this next storm system that's going to push its way in. So this is something we'll be watching as we head through this quiet weather week ahead of into the weekend. But temperatures today, we're starting out in the upper 60s and lower 70s out there thanks to that cloud cover moving its way in. A very humid start to our day. By lunchtime, though, already starting to see a few more breaks in the clouds out there. A little bit of clearing as temperatures start to warm back into the upper 70s and already into the lower 80s by lunchtime. Winds will start to pick up today too, with gusts up to 20 to even 25 miles per hour at times. But as we head into the evening, can't rule out that chance for a couple isolated showers pretty much in that same area we saw yesterday, again mainly in the southern big country as highs push the mid 80s this afternoon. 84 for a high here in Abilene. Could feel a couple degrees warmer with that at the added humidity. We'll only fall into the lower 70s by tomorrow morning, staying mostly clear tonight, but another humid night in store. Southerly winds still going to stay on the breezy side too, and those winds will continue to increase as we head through the rest of this week with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour by Friday and into Saturday. That's when the heaviest of those rain chances start to move in right in time for this weekend. We can see temperatures fall into the upper 70s by next Monday.
All right. Well, in the meantime,